Welcome back to another episode of All the Mod 7. Today, we're actually going to be doing some more mob grinding. This is actually going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty fun, and there's a lot of cool things that I get to show you. Your mind's going to be blown once you see the way we set this up. And y'all remember that episode a long time ago. It was a long time ago. It was forever ago. I think it was a couple months back now at this point. Those two spawners right there we set up, that wasn't really anything crazy. We have a zombie, we have a blaze spawner, nothing crazy. You know, we kind of sped them up. We did a little thing, couple thing right here, right there, nothing that. Yeah, we're going to go above and beyond now. I'm going to show you all the really cool things that you can actually do with those mob spawners and pretty much all the things that you can get. It's going to be pretty dope. I did want to say thank you guys again for always watching. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. These comments that I've been seeing lately. Oh, somebody said this morning, I believe it was, they said, wake up, Alfred GG just posted a video, and it was like, hit me right in the feels. I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty good seeing it. Makes me really excited to post more videos. I do actually want to post more videos. Honestly, I want to just like take like a week off from streaming or like 2 weeks from streaming and just post like a video every single day and just be like, here's, we're doing this, we're doing that. You know, screw it, 2 videos a day. Let's just get all the mod 7 done because I've been doing a lot of work on the all the mod 8 stuff, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be pretty dope. Just keep a lookout. You're gonna see a video here in the next couple of weeks. Spoiler alert. First thing I want to do is we're going to have to stop these things. These are just Endermen. What do we have? Wither. We got Wither. I actually want to grab my drag. We got a dragon module, right? I thought we got a, do we get a dragon? I don't think we need to get a dragon. That one's kind of important. We'll do that. We'll do that today too. We'll leave these guys running right now because this is just producing iron and all that good stuff. First thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this chest because this chest is not strong enough. So we're going to go sophisticated. We're going to type in, what is this? Gold 2. And then we're going to start making these upgrades. Gold and diamond. Bam. Diamond and netherite. We ain't got no netherite. Better say we better have some diamond and netherite. I don't think it goes any higher than that. All right, cool. I'm fine with that. We got all these stack upgrades in here. We need 2. So let's go ahead and start upgrading this thing. So bam. Bam! Now we have 4 slots. We need one of those slots for something specific, and that is a pickup upgrade that actually goes all the way up. So we're going to go to sophisticated. We're going to type in upgrade, and we're going to take a look specifically at the chest upgrade. So we want this magnet upgrade right here. That's what we want. So we're going to grab all the recipes that we can make within here that we need, which I believe we're so close. Yep. Okay, so we just need one of these. Do I not have a piston? Hello? We're going to go through all the steps, and we're just going to make us all the way up until we get that magnet upgrade. All right, advanced magnet upgrade. This is important. We probably also want, I mean, we have the filter up here for this trash can, but we could do it all within this one trash can, or this one thing right here, which is pretty cool. What this does is now I don't need this absorption hopper. The absorption hopper is actually good for like, it doesn't pick up items fast enough, which is the only problem, but it does pick up experience. So we're actually going to move this. And then I'm going to come over here and we're going to sort this out here. We want to do down. We want to do our experience, and then to the west, we don't have a filter on this, but we'll just do a wet item is going to be for the west. I just guessed that was west. I actually didn't even know. But this, we're going to do a filter on this to extract on which ones we want to delete. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to need a pipe going straight up here. And for the time being, just because it's going to be annoying, let's turn off that magnet upgrade. We do need this advanced pipe upgrade. We actually are going to need this, and these are both configured for items. We're going to get the ultimate pipe upgrade, which I'm going to go ahead and craft us. Let's go ahead and craft about 64 of them so we can get them all in here. And then you can actually take an upgrade or copy the settings over here. So this is configured for items. We can copy these settings in here. And I'm going to break this for the time being so we can get this working first. Place this here. We're going to pull out here, and then we're going to take a look at what this one is used for. So this one is a white list. We want to make sure this is a black list, so all of these things won't get deleted. I do want to actually remove that because I don't really care for arrows anymore. I don't know why bones are in here twice, but all right. And basically this says, okay, these are the items that I don't want pulled out of here and deleted. I want to make sure that these items right here are saved into this chest so nothing else gets pulled out. So anything else that would be in here, which to double check, we want to make sure we can actually just clear this all and then come down here and then put all these in there, which I think the raw small fire shard wasn't in there, but we added it. What this does now is if we're doing this properly, when we connect this up like this, again, this has a bunch of arrows now. This one shouldn't be an input to it, which is kind of weird, but it should actually empty out everything that I didn't want, which was those arrows. I don't need arrows right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then we're gonna have to do the same thing here, and we want to output. You know, I kind of want to just put this over. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna put the absorption hopper over here because I don't like how close that is. I don't like not having that option. So what was it? West will be experience. You know, we're not even gonna get experience. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even care to get experience. We're just breaking this and getting rid of it. We don't even need it anymore. And we'll put this stuff up later on. The reason why is because once we set this up, basically, it'll delete any new, okay, I just broke my leg. It'll just delete any new items that we get, and we don't want to do that right off the bat. We want to wait a second. So, what we're going to need, first off, we need to break this. These Endermen in my house, breaking these things, getting on my nerves. Second off, we're gonna need more of these mob mashers, okay? And we're gonna need more of those upgrades. I'm gonna go make the recipes here in a minute. We want to kill them fast, so we're probably gonna do 2 more on each side over here, so that way they continue working. What we're definitely gonna need is more spawners, because this isn't enough spawners for this to work. I also need to eat me some food. So, we're gonna go make some more mob swaps. Let's go get all those recipes first. Let's get the recipes that we need first to do all of this, okay? So what we're gonna do is up here in the top left, have all the recipes we need to speed things up. What we're gonna need to make is we're gonna go ahead and start getting all these recipes. So let's grab the wool recipe right here. Make sure it isn't set to exact, so that way it can use any kind of wool. This GM chicken feed, we could do this, but it's not gonna pull the things that you want in here, so just remember it. It's just seeds, the mob swab, and a bucket of essence. Then let's see, the GM chicken feed cursed. You could get this recipe if you want to. Again, it's just one of each of those things. I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Same thing here. I can actually go ahead and make one of these. What this does is this actually creates a golden egg, and the golden egg is just kind of like the rotten egg, if you know what that one does, is it makes a 5x5 area that when given light, it will spawn natural creatures that are not hostile. So any of the like cows or chickens or whatever, it'll constantly spawn them for you. And this could be really, really useful when you're trying to get like drigmies or modded animals like that, and our modded beings like that. It's pretty cool. We don't need any of that, but let's go ahead and grab the mob fan. Let's grab the mob masher recipe, which we will need these on the side here. We don't need the absorption hopper, but we do need this ender inhibitive. We need this, or inhibitor rather. We need one of those. Let's grab the soul lantern recipe here, so that way I can easily make those. Fermented spider eye, you need some brown mushrooms, some spider eye, and some sugar. That's easy enough. And gas tears, we are going to grab this recipe because this is just for creepers, which is great. Creepers drop these and we can just use that. Not sure if I have the clock recipe, but we'll make it too. And that looks about it. Shove all these recipes in here real fast, and then we'll make all that stuff later, but let's go ahead and get a couple of mob swabs at least made real quick. So I'm gonna click here, make about 10 of these, and then there we go. I'm gonna make a couple of these recipes that we need. All right, all the recipes are done. So now we just need to go get us some spawners, and we need to swab specific mobs, okay? We're gonna go to bed first. And now we need to go get some spawners and some mobs. The mobs that we're particularly looking for is we want to get a creeper egg. That's going to be important. We want creepers because creepers actually make gas tears. They also give us gunpowder, which is OP, and I'll show you guys that later. We're also going to need to get a witch. Witches are incredibly important for this. And maybe if we find like a place with like a vindicator and stuff, that would be good too. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and we're going to go in this because this has been beside our base since you know, forever. We're also going to go ahead and put on our armor so that way we don't die here. Just hope that my reactor doesn't blow up back at base and are across the, you know, dimensions there. And let's go down here. God, how long are these steps? We also need spiders. I'm going to grab a mob swab. I'm going to grab a couple of them, and I'm just going to get ready to mob swab these guys. So I'm going to swab the spider here. Oh, there's a creeper. Don't blow up, creeper. Hold on a second. I need you for a second. Hold on. Where's the creeper at? Oh, bam. Now you can blow up. I don't care. This guy really wants it. Do it. Bet you won't. What are these guys dropping? Magic lollipop? Surely they don't get bad effects, right? Regeneration has been cast on you. Yo, I straight up took a, like, ooh. Oh, 10 minutes? Oh my God. I straight up took a chance, man. I'm not going to lie. I look like a dork. I look like a dork with a lollipop. Like, I'm like a little kid. I'm like, hey. Okay, back to the mob swab action. Okay, so we got our creeper and we got our spider, which those are really nice to have. Now we just need to find the spawners. All right. I got as many spawners as I had room for. And now I'm just going to head back to the base and we're going to start making some things. All right. The first thing I suggest anybody do before we go crazy at all is we need to make ourselves a chicken spawner, because chickens are the like bread and butter. Lost bread and butter. Chickens are like the best thing for you to make. So bam. Oh, I got to mob swab one of these chickens and we're going to make ourselves a chicken spawner. So to do that, I'm going to save right here. We're going to go back to the house here. From here, I'm going to come over here to this. We're going to grab ourselves out a bucket, grab ourselves out a bunch of buckets actually. And then we're just going to grab some buckets of experience here. We'll go ahead and put those in. And then now if we take a seed here and we make this recipe, we go fluid bucket here. We can take our mob swabs that we use. So this is for a chicken. And now we get chicken feed. So I'm actually going to do this same thing with the other mob swabs that I've got here. I got one right here and I got one right here. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. And now let's head back to those chickens. I want a chicken mob farm here. And we could just kind of let them roam out here. Not too bad. Let's do a redstone comparator real quick so we can get those things stopped if in case they go kind of crazy. Let's make sure we have the right spawner for this. So we want the chicken DNA. And then we're just going to go over here, somewhere like right here, because chickens are special and they're a normal mob. They only spawn. They're only going to spawn whenever they're on grass. So with that spawner placed and ready to go, we're going to sacrifice a chicken, and congratulations, you win.
Happy birthday, Taco!
All right. That gave us a chicken spawn egg, and that is the basics on how you create your own spawner. You take the spawn egg, you right-click it right here, and now we have a chicken spawner. I'm gonna just plop a lever down right here. We're gonna go ahead and grab some sugar, which I believe we have plenty of, so we can increase those spawns. And there we go. I don't need too many, right? Because we don't have a whole lot right now. But this is essentially gonna be for us to spawn a bunch of chickens in to get feathers, to get eggs, all the good stuff. But we do have some more chicken feed that we could be giving them. So congratulations!
I'm in danger.
Happy birthday, Taco!
Who wants to celebrate Darko's birthday?
Happy birthday, Taco!
So now we have a creeper and a spider spawn egg. It's pretty cool. But before we go anywhere else, I actually want to make that cursed egg. So I'm going to click this. I have all the buckets and everything. I'm going to click on this GM cursed chicken feed. And when I feed this to one of the chickens, I didn't know it made, well, I don't know what that sound was. I didn't know it made that sound, but that's kind of weird. I did not know that. So now I have what's called a rotten egg. Now, rotten eggs are pretty special because you can only place them where there's no light. If there's any light, it won't spawn things properly. And I actually want to spawn this underground. So let's do that real quick. So over here, I just want to make myself a little itty bitty room. I'm pretty far down. We're at Y44. Let me just make a little itty bitty tiny room over here and we'll go from there. I just realized the door is too wide. So the 5x5 is going to be off-centered. That's going to really bother. Let's just make the 5x5 like this. And now we can fill this in with dirt. And then I guess because the way I made this, I could actually do another, what, 5 on this side too? That's kind of cool. Okay, maybe it's not the worst. And then I'm going to go ahead and just replace everything else with stone bricks just so we can match. And then we'll make ourselves a little door there for afterwards. Because it's okay for it to have light in here, it's okay to have light when you're building this, basically. It's not okay to have light when you're up at the top or whatever, because if sunlight touches this when you build it, it's gonna just destroy the whole thing. So this makes a 5x5 of it's called Dreadful Dirt. I right click here, it'll turn all of this in here. If there were sunlight, it would start catching these on fire, and these are highly flammable and they spread extremely quick, so keep that in mind. And if I wanted to spawn some things, I just turn the lights off, and once it gets dark enough, which it won't because there is a feral light right here, you hear it now, these guys start spawning. That's important. To turn the spawner off, you just put a light on, And then you're good to go. Stop. Leave me alone. So before we go any further, so you remember how I told you that we have a problem 25 out of 25? There's actually a command you could do to give yourself more chunks if obviously you're on a single player world or whatever. So FDB chunks, right? If I can type this in, we do admin and then we do extra claim chunks. Right here are actually extra force load chunks. You type in your name and then you do add, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and give myself 1,000 because screw it, why not? We're gonna need all of them. So now I should be able to just claim these right here and then force load these so that I can keep them going. So we need a door and then we'll get popping from there. And I particularly would actually like a light to go over this. So let's right in the center right here to turn this off. Is that that's the center right there. We can do a 3x3. And we're gonna set this up with redstone. First up, let's get these doors down. Perfect. And now we're going to make something called a player. Actually, let's make something called a door sensor. Door sensor. Bam. Place that there. And now it should give a redstone signal. We need 2 of them. And bop. And now this will just automatically open the door. Whenever, maybe I need another 2. Okay. There we go. All right, let's set up a redstone light. We are gonna use my favorite lighting mod, which is the Illuminate blocks from Simply Light. I love this mod. I love this mod so much. We're gonna make ourselves 9 of these Illuminate blocks. We're gonna grab a couple of more recipes here. We're gonna do RF tools and we're gonna grab redstone. So we wanna grab a redstone receiver here and we wanna grab the redstone transmitter. We're gonna need the machine bases for both of these. And then now we just put these back up. And then now we can make one of these. So let's go ahead and we have the receivers. We wanna get transmitters now. So what we wanna do now, so we wanna find this right here and we wanna dig us a little hole out. I have a problem and it's called my destruction tool. Right click, little hole here. And now we're gonna set up those lights. And I'm not gonna put one in the middle just yet. But basically, we want to set this up so we can get some redstone going up here. But I just want to show you guys how to use the redstone receiver and the redstone transmitter. That's my whole goal here. Because they're very easy and they're also very nice to have. So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to put redstone all the way around here. We are going to need a block in the middle with redstone as well. And then we want to have a receiver. So let's go ahead and go back down here for a second. And then over here, we want to set up a lever, essentially. And we want this lever to be right here and to give off a redstone signal. Now, let's say we put this right here. What we're going to do is we want to set this up with a transmitter. So I only need 1 of each here. That's why I grabbed 3 of each because I have a lot of problems. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a transmitter. So what this does, oh, it's not right. Make sure you have a smart wrench so you can rotate these things. And we want to make sure that arrow points directly towards this lever. At the top, it says no channel set. Right click with another transmitter or receiver to pair. Usually whenever you set these things down, it creates a channel. You can right click it and automatically set it. Now you can see at the top, it's channel 1. I'm going to take my receiver and I'm going to right click it. Now this now makes my receiver on channel 1. You can set the channels whenever you place them down, like on which one you want, but you can have as many receivers as you want per transmitter. So if you want, whenever I flick this on, it's going to basically transmit a redstone signal wirelessly across dimensions to all of the receivers that have the channel set to 1, which is pretty cool. So now I can come up here and then we can come over here and we place a redstone receiver right there. And now we see that it's linked. So it's channel 1 analog mode output. So now if I come down here and I right click, it will turn on our lights. Cool, right? Now we have this set up. Now we just need to make sure we block this off so no light comes in, and then we can get rid of our torches here and our torches here. And we also want to make sure that we have no light coming through. So we're gonna make something different than these doors. I would make this tinted ethereal glass, but I actually don't have. I actually don't have the tinted ethereal. I don't have the amethyst for this, but this would be perfect to use because it's basically you could walk through it and it's only solid to players, right? I mean, the tinted ethereal glass would be perfect because it blocks light and makes it where there's no light coming in, and that's kind of necessary for what we're doing. And I think also we have some lights over here coming from back here in this thing right here. So I'm gonna just break this. And now the only light is this right here. So I think I actually want to make my first piston door then, huh? Since I'm such a redstone expert. Aww. Not really gonna be invisible if I make it right there, huh? So just for theory's sake here, we're gonna do the same thing, okay? We're gonna do the same exact thing, except this is gonna be ugly, all right? First thing we're gonna do, break these sides out here. And then we're also going to take and get a transmitter. I'm going to place both of these at the top here. Grab our smart wrench, rotate them. So that way these guys will say, okay, what are these, right? We can set all of these on this channel. So let's set these to channel 2, both of them to channel 2. Even though you see at the top how it says channel 3, we'll pick one up. If you just right click that transmitter, it'll do the same exact thing. It'll just set it just like before. We're gonna put this up before I delete literally everything. And then these will basically, they'll get a redstone signal, and we're gonna get these to activate over here, okay? So we're going to take these redstone receivers, which I'm actually going to need more. I mean, I could probably set these up with a little bit of like different redstone stuff, but we're going to go right click right here. And now we're going to put this here, and then we're going to put this on top. Just, well, not like that. Hold on a second. We'll put this on top of this one right here. And then we could just rotate these. We want to invert that. See, cool. How cool is that? This is what it does when it's not inverted. So the way you would set an inverter up like this is basically, say you have that redstone transmitter or whatever. Let me show you a visual way of doing this, okay? So bam, we're gonna put the door sensor here, right? We'll put the door sensor here. Well, it's supposed to be higher than that, but you know, it hates me, so whatever. So let's say the door sensor was right here. So what would essentially happen is this transmitter, if we set this back up just like we just did, we come up here, we put this here, and then we put the transmitter facing down. What happened is when I walk up to it, it sends a redstone pulse, right? That's what this does, okay? So to invert this and to make this work is you would have to take this off right here, and then on the back side here, you would have to take and invert it. And the way to invert it, we'd build a little platform out right here, and then we'd drag our redstone back across like this. And then what we would do is we'd take a block, and then we would put a redstone torch here. So now this redstone torch is here, but whenever I walk up in front of it and it sends that pulse, it turns that redstone torch off. So the key point about this is that now this is all turned off or whatever, I can actually take and do this right here and put the redstone transmitter this way and then rotate it, right? This is set to channel 2. And then now if I walk up to it, it inverts that signal. And see, now that it's working like this, that redstone torch is on. If I walk up to it, it'll turn it off for me to walk in and then close. So that's what inverting does. Because essentially, just to explain a little bit of redstone here, is that the inverter, all it does is there's a redstone torch, which gives off a redstone power. But if you attach it to redstone, you can actually effectively turn it off by giving it redstone power. So when redstone torches get a redstone signal, it turns the lever, or it turns the redstone torch off, which we have something reading whether it's on or off. So this is basically saying, okay, if this torch is on, those doors stay shut and those pistons stay on. If I turn it off by giving myself a signal here, it opens the doors and turns that redstone signal off. But this is how you would invert it if you wanted to do it like that. I'm not going to go that crazy as much as I wanted to. You can also do the same exact thing by creating a lever here. But I do want to actually hide this stuff because I think it's ugly. So now what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to grab myself a lever. I'm going to take that redstone transmitter and I'm going to connect it right here. And we're going to rotate that transmitter to make sure it reads the right lever here. And then now if I want to shut it, I just pull this. Okay. Basic redstone piston door, nothing too crazy. And just have those push up. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. And now we have a completely invisible, can't tell, there's totally something going to happen here, redstone contraption. Or do we? And now we have a door that doesn't do anything. Now it's just slightly ugly. So to fix this, we're going to make ourselves these wall boards here. These wall boards are actually pretty cool. You put them over whatever you want to hide, right? So we're going to put these, we just put it like this, right? Put it over this, right? And then we could take and put our polished andesite on each of these, and then we pull the lever, and there we go. Now it's hidden. And this also works like as a light, so that it blocks off the light. Now we just need something to turn this off too. Because the whole point of this is to be able to close this. Y'all remember when I said I was a redstone expert? The whole point of this, the whole roundabout reason we're doing this, is we're gonna need more of these panels here to block that off real quick. Hold on, let me just... Okay, so the whole point of this is so I can get mob eggs. I just wanted to make a simple piston door Right, just something simple, and it took forever for no reason. The whole point is I need some mob swabs, okay? Because now we're gonna make us some stuff. Now we're like 45 minutes into this dang door. So we turn the lights off, stuff spawns, okay? We got us a zombie villager, I don't need that. What I'm looking for is an Enderman. There's a bunch of different things. So basically, if we type in redstone and we look at what redstone is, this is how I did it when I was doing my my run. You can click on mob drops and it shows you all of the things that these guys drop, which is actually insane. They drop a bunch of things. And there's like a ton of things that you can actually get. So like one of them is a cave creeper. Cave creepers are, if we just type in diamond, cave creepers actually drop diamonds, which is kind of insane. But they also drop iron and gold, which is actually insane too. So you get a raw iron, raw gold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these guys come down and we're gonna turn this off and we're just gonna, oh, there's an Enderman. We're gonna swab him, blow up, bet. I wouldn't mind a slime. Hold on, let me grab this slime real quick. God, I want cave creepers. I need a witch. That's one of them. Don't you poison me. Oh, y'all just gonna have to beat me up for a little bit. Let me get some more mob swabs. I need this guy because he drops leather. Now I just gotta fight my way through here. Because we haven't seen a singular cave creeper spawn, I think we might actually not see them because we're not low enough. So we're just gonna turn that light back on and let's go deeper and see if we can go find us one. Is that one? Is that it right there? Got it. All right, now we can start putting this dumb stuff up. That can go to the garbage can. We put all this dumb stuff up. And let's get started with actually making our mob farm. It only took me 35 minutes. And as much as I'd like to continue going on and showing you all the rest of everything that I just did, the video would be about an hour long. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and call it for this video right here. On the next episode, we'll continue setting up our mob farm for unlimited materials. We're talking diamonds, we're talking emeralds, we're talking gold, redstone, literally everything, almost everything. Okay, there's like a couple of things. I can't say everything. That's a little bit of a lot. Pretty much almost everything that you're going to need, and it's going to be crazy. It's literally like the best early game setup that you could probably get because all you need is some mob swabs, some wool, and then you need a bucket and some bucket of experience. And that's it. And this is part of one of my speedrun strategies that I do. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and everything that you've been doing. Hopefully, I can start putting out some more videos here soon. Make sure to stop by my Twitch channel as I am practicing my All the Mods 7 speedruns. Very soon, I will be opening up an All the Mods 8 server. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, bye-bye!